The house looked okay during the evening showing, but when we saw it a second time during the day, it made the biggest difference for me. My husband works during the day, but I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I'm usually out of the house in the early mornings and the evenings when it's a little bit cooler outside, which means I'm home most of the time in the late mornings to early afternoons. And walking the property at that time showed me how much natural light really came in and gave me a whole nother view of what I was going to be living like. It really made all the difference in the world to me. Now, whether or not you value natural light as much as someone like her does, there is a very important hidden little detail in all of that that you should be aware of if you're shopping for a house. And that little detail is that you want to try and view the property during the time or times that you're actually going to be living there. I see many people walk a property when they aren't necessarily going to be home. Maybe they took a day off of work and they're walking in the late morning. And they have these complaints about specific things, a lot of times dealing with natural light or maybe the way that a neighborhood might be, noise, activity, etc. But none of that really matters if you're not even going to be around that time of the day anyways. If you work a regular 9 to 5, what you should be doing is viewing the property after 5 o'clock, like when you would get home and have your evening routine. This is not an exaggeration. I have had clients who have complained about the sunset light shining into their primary bedroom, thinking that that was going to be an issue, which when we later discussed it, they're never even in the bedroom unless it's late at night or early in the mornings. That being said, it doesn't really matter what the issue is. It actually just matters, is that something that you're going to be around for to experience, or is it something that happens while you're not even in the home and makes it largely irrelevant? Some people don't like neighborhood noise and people doing activities out there, but if you spend most of your weekends going to the lake or taking trips out of town, that probably shouldn't matter to you as much. This is one of those things that sounds obvious when you talk about it, but really a lot of people don't consider when they're walking through a home. Just make sure you try to schedule those showings for the times that you're actually going to be living in the house. That way you don't have any conflict of whether or not it's going to be something you'll have to deal with.